Back with another underrated, overrated. This time it's a fat loss edition. So starting with underrated. Underrated, using resistance training for fat loss. I still think that's underrated. I think most people focus on cardio for fat loss. So getting some more resistance training is underrated. Sleep quality, because sleep quality helps you to burn more fat. It helps to regulate your hormones, specifically your hunger and your satiety hormones. So perhaps the sleep quality is the problem why you're overeating and not losing the fat. So it might be that, and definitely sleep quality is underrated. Mindfulness and stress management. For some of the same reasons that sleep quality is important, mindfulness and stress management is going to be important. Mindfulness, specifically when you're eating, for example, maybe you're not realizing how much you're eating, you're just having a whole bag of something and not realizing that you're no longer hungry halfway through. And stress management, of course, for the ways it affects your hormones, the way it makes you keep more water on your body, and maybe it makes you feel like you still have weight on you, and all this stuff is going to force you to maybe mentally check out where it comes to this. So again, it's a little bit underrated. Hydration, I said it before, it's underrated. Get more hydration in there so that you don't eat as much, you feel a bit of satiety, and continue on from there. Progressive overload, so improving your weight, like the training that you're doing, the cardio you're doing, making some sort of improvement, some progression over time. It's underrated currently, and I think we all should be focusing on tracking what we're doing and trying to improve it week over week. And finally, the overrated things for fat loss. Crash dieting, low carb diets, keto diets, all these fat diets. These are a list of 3 things that I think are overrated where it comes to fat loss. Good old, make sure you're in the right calorie balance, and then secondly, make sure you have protein, and that will take care of 96% of what you need to do. Don't worry about that 4% right now. Fat burning supplements, they're all just a waste of money. The only thing it's making skinnier is your wallet. Supplements are usually caffeine based when they're fat burning, and they're not really helping you. So instead of looking at fat burning supplements, do fat burning activities. And fat burning activities is reducing your calories and increasing your activities, making sure you're doing resistance training, make sure you're sleeping, make sure you're hitting your protein targets, etc., etc. You've heard it so many times. And finally, the most overrated, saying, oh, I want to lose weight here. Oh, I want to lose weight here. There's nothing you can do specifically lose weight there. Lose fat overall, your body's going to lose it in the opposite direction or opposite order that you gained it, and then finally you'll get to wherever levels you want with all these places. The only thing you could do in the short term is maybe build the muscle that's already underneath that fat, so then when your body finally uses that part of that fat as a fuel source, then you're going to see the tone you want. And that concludes the underrated and overrated for fat loss.